eyes, I could see only black. I was logged out. The helmet on my head was blocking my vision. When I realized that, I quickly reached up to grab the helmet and pulled it off. But when I did, a nauseating sight was waiting for me. I'm guessing Maki's, or not Maki, Mew's dead. What happened? She was strangled? I can't tell what's going on, really. For some reason, his death scene was the creepiest for me. For some reason, this death was the creepiest? Well, the reason I think it's creepy is because Mew deserved it. That's what you get for insulting Himiku. Because you can't tell what killed her. Because I can't tell if she got strangled. It looks like she got strangled, but by what? You can't really see it. Yeah, the look on her face was so sad. Well, that's the thing. Like, cause I think what's scary about it is that you can't really tell what killed her. Mew's cold, dead body. Well, that's fucked. That's a little bit... Wait a minute, yes? Daybreak? The sun had risen while we were inside the virtual world. A body has been discovered! She died trying to grab it. It looks like it. So...
Ding dong!
A body has been discovered. Everyone, please report to the computer room.
Yeah.
Wait, you're already here. Rest in peace, big titty adventure girlfriend. Wow, I get to bring you the body discovery announcement live. Then her hands were still there trying. That wouldn't happen. I mean, unless she was killed in the virtual world, like Durgan was saying. So if she was killed in the virtual world, her avatar might be trying to clench, which would cause her maybe in the real world to do it too. Ooh, doing it live is great. Better than beer and fucking. I almost said bear and fucking. Huh? Daddy, have you always had such a potty mouth?
Hey,
I was holding back because we already had one vulgar cast member, but now it's my time to shine. Oh, because now Mew's dead, so he's gonna take over? Thankfully, I'm adorable, so I can get away with saying all kinds of crude stuff. Yeah, I finally get to be the foul-mouthed asshole. What a bonkers last word.
Hey.
What's wrong, Monotaro? You're just staring blankly at the body. Staring at the body? Mommy! We barely heard the announcement. We stared at Mew, dumbfounded. We stared at Mew's corpse.
That's terrible.
It's terrible. Why did it end up like this?
Why?
Mew, why? Why? What's going on? Why was Mew killed? Goomba not understand either. Mew like this when Goomba wake up.
Why?
Hey, what's going on? Why this happened? Well, it's obvious a murder happened.
Huh?
Murder?
Weird.
What do you mean? Did something happen while Goomba was asleep?
No.
We weren't asleep. That wasn't a dream. We were in the virtual world. That's a little Among Us suspicious, don't you think? I think someone might be an imposter. Well, I mean, we already know that one of the students is most likely, and it could be technically one of the dead students, is probably the mastermind. Because it tends to be always one of the people in the group. Did Hamtaro just did Monotaro just call? Yes. Because Monotaro has really bad memory. So Monotaro was calling Kebab dad and Mew mom for a little bit. Now Kebab isn't immortal. Not anymore. If we weren't asleep and that wasn't a dream, we were in the virtual world. Hey, where's Kato? That's right, Kato. Almost as if on cue, we heard footsteps running fast down the hallway, the sound growing louder until the door burst open. That's gonna make Kato look really suspicious. That's gonna make Kato look super suspicious. Hey, what's all this about? What was that body discovery announced? What? Mew? What the hell is going on here? You're too late, okay? All the others finished gasping in terror already. I'm guessing he had to go to the bathroom, so he logged out to go to the bathroom. But anyways, where were you this whole time, Kato? What were you doing? I was just taking a nap.
Huh?
Taking a nap? You were sleeping? Goomba was sleeping too hard. Had strange dreams. Goomba not understand anything. As I said, that was the virtual world. So you logged out by yourself and then took a nap without our permission?
No.
I suddenly got logged out before I realized that I was back here. So he was forced logged out? You were logged out involuntarily? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if it was okay to log back in, so I went back to my room and slept.
Damn it.
And when that body discovery announcement woke me up, I rushed over here. Hey, Kato, if you're gonna lie, then you might as well do it better. Do you think you can make the killing game more exciting with a crappy lie like that?
Hold on.
It's not a lie. I really was sleeping. Hold on a minute. We can discuss whether or not that was a lie later. What we need to do right now is begin the investigation. We needed to discover who killed Mew. You seem ready. Well, of course you are.
Right?
One of your dear friends was killed, so it's finally time for you to shine. Explain it however you like, Kuichi. The fact is, if we don't find out who the culprit is, we'll all be executed.
No.
But I won't let that happen. I'll find the culprit so that we can all survive. Even if the culprit is Kato?
Don't screw around.
Huh? What?
Okay.
No, now, please save your arguments for the class trial. In the meantime... Ta-da! The Monokuma file. With this, you can even investigate Mew's asshole. Oh my god. Huh? Even there?
Now then.
Well then, do your best. I feel like Monotaro's gonna be the Monokuma that dies at the end of this trial, because he's all depressy. I'm certain you guys will make this turn of events very entertaining, asshole. I like how he's just interjecting asshole like wherever he can.
Daddy!
Daddy seems to be really enjoying that dirty word.
Mommy!
Mommy!
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. I'll find the culprit this time, no matter what.
Hey!
What are you being so cheery about? Well, what are you sad about? You guys hated her. Not as much as you hate me, but still.
Stop it!
Depresso Expresso, just a little bit. That's not the issue. Of course I thought she was loud and annoying, but
I mean...
I never wanted her to die. I wanted us all to escape together.
Yes.
Mew was certainly brash and spirited, but she wasn't a bad person.
Listen closely.
Believe me, I had her perform maintenance on my body, so I know very well. I want to cry, but I can't. I should have had Mew install a crying function. Huh? Wouldn't your tears cause you to short circuit?
No.
Not at all. My body's completely waterproof. This isn't the time for that. Goomba can forgive this. Goomba never forgive this. Never forgive culprit either. But Goomba never forgives self. Goomba swore to protect everyone, but Goomba failed to protect Mew. Goomba no could protect anyone again. Goomba's failure as gentleman. So I'm so tired of this awful feeling. I have to do this to do something. I can't let this.
Shuichi!
Shoes, don't carry the burden all by yourself. Huh?
Listen up.
You're my sidekick. Don't forget.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it together. If we work together, we can solve this. No way, Jose.
What?
What?
Well, you know.
Don't be sad. Have a puppy. Oh my god, that's an adorable emote. I'm like 90% sure Kato killed. I don't think so. That'd be too obvious. But again, last time it was obvious it was Cork, and I still was like, it's too obvious. Shoes is the most reliable person in the class trial, you know. Why would we let such an important person work together with such a suspect like you?
Huh?
Suspect? You're saying that if I was the culprit, Shoes would hide the truth to protect me?
Don't screw around.
Bullshit, don't underestimate Shoes. Even if I was the culprit, he's the type of guy that'd see things through. But remember Akamatsu's class trial.
Shut up!
He saw us through that, didn't he? I believe in Shoes.
Okay.
Kato. You love to believe, don't you, Kato?
You really don't.
But that belief can turn against you, especially in this killing game, you know. It's not Kato. He's dealing with his own shit right now. Kato is cleaning. Yeah, I was gonna say, because he's been sick. He has no energy really to kill. Who's Jose and why is he being denied? He had a sickness, meaning his death is fucking sealed. Yeah, so it's like, why would he kill? There was no reason for him to escape. He's gonna die anyways. I've got no idea what you're talking about. I don't get it at all. Fine, if you're gonna get all worked up over it, then me and Shoes won't team up. But
Don't worry about
don't worry, it's just for now.
it.
But hearing him say all that, I can't stay quiet.
I believe in you.
That said, try to get through this on your own. Clear me of suspicion with your own power. If you can be cleared. I feel like somebody's gonna set up Kato. Like they're gonna put all the evidence to make it look like it was Kato. I don't like this at all. It feels like another one of Kuichi's tricks. Of course, it is Kato we're talking about. Nothing I say would change his mind. Regardless, there's only one thing I can do. I can't be afraid. I can't get lost now. In order to protect everyone, I have to do something. I have to do something. First, I should check out the Monokuma file. Why does he laugh like me? Because he's an evil mastermind. He's an evil mastermind like that. Because I mean, he's the ultimate supreme leader. So supreme leaders, I mean, are always like a little, like you know, like that. It's an evil villainous laugh. The victim is the ultimate inventor, Mew. The body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor. Approximate time of death is 6:30 a.m. There are no external wounds on the body. No external wounds. Killed around 6:30 in the morning. The time of death happened 30 minutes before now? While we were still in the virtual world? Coochie, what do you want?
Ah.
You don't have to be so wary of me. It's not like I'm gonna get in your way, Shoes. It's just I hate lies so much that I tend to suspect others a lot. Kato said he wouldn't team up with you for this case, but I can't trust those words.
So that means...
No external wounds being died. Exactly. So that means if there's no external wounds, that means something caused her to die from the virtual world. I was just thinking that they were gonna, like, again, she has no bruising or anything, but she's like this from choking, because a choking would cause bruising or some sort of laceration on the neck. Mew, what the fuck? So I'm guessing is that something caused her to choke in the virtual world, which caused her hands in the real world to come up like this, and that's why it looks like she's gripping something, but actually not gripping anything. Because in the virtual world, she probably was trying to get something off her neck, but in the real world, it looks like she's just grabbing at air. Why would you design the virtual world to kill you if you're out? I don't know. Well, she said it was based on Monokuma's. She pretty much just took Monokuma's program and kind of tweaked a few things. So she didn't tweak everything. That's my toilet paper. If I call that shit, I'm gonna fucking laugh so hard. Oh my god, because it can't tear. Because the toilet paper. Oh my god, that would be hilarious if she died by toilet paper. Also, I'm keeping an eye out just in case he tries to bother you. Keeping an eye out.
It's true.
Don't take it the wrong way, though. I'm not trying to replace Kato as your partner, okay?
All right.
But I'll help you as much as I can. So where are you gonna investigate now? What is he up to? Why is he following me? Slightly suspicious. Always suspicious. I feel like he's being too friendly. I get why. Because he's, because of course, why is there dress up? What is this? There's different, I can dress up the handbook? What if there's different desktops for that? That's weird. You can just keep the same thing. What if somebody catches a person in the act killing somebody, then you know who the Blackened is? I mean, that just means you're a really bad Blackened. I was to say Yoko did and she ended up dead. So either the Blackened will kill you, or you could just be like, hey guys, I know who the Blackened is, I saw him do it. I saw him do the thing. Like, but then you'd have to make people believe you though, because people could be like, well, you could be the Blackened saying that this person's the Blackened when you're actually the Blackened. So, I mean, you'd have to, still get your evidence across. The victim is Ultimate Inventor Mew. The victim's body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor of the school. The estimated time of death is 6:30 a.m. No injuries can be found on the victim's body. So I think the way Mew was killed is going to be the biggest evidence, because they don't say how she was killed. They just say no injuries were found on the body. So how she was killed is going to be the biggest evidence here. Location, TOD, no murder weapon, or how... Toilet paper. Durgan's so fucked on the toilet paper. So let's talk to Goomba first, because Durgan suspects him so.
Hey.
Goomba, are you alright?
You're so dumb.
Are you still depressed about Mew? Come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer.
By the way.
Oh, Goomba, I want to know what you think. Rare, I know, but do you think, who do you think is a culprit?
Don't know.
Goomba, not know. Murder already happened. When Goomba wake up.
How this happened?
But why this happened? Why Mew killed? Goomba not understand. Goomba not understand anything.
How can this be?
But Goomba frustrated and sad. Goomba could protect Mew. I think the murder was an accident. So serious. Listen, Pebbles, I have to be serious when there's murder. You want me to be like, hey, there's a murder! Oh my god! He seems all over the place right now. Oh man, he can't think at all when he's like this. So serious.
It's true.
But Goomba doesn't seem to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling us the truth. I still can't see why Durgan thinks it's Goomba. Like, I put my precious baby, Durgan. Well, I guess a big dum-dum like Goomba doesn't have the brains to lie in the first place.
Hey!
Don't talk about him like that.
I'm disappointed.
I'm so disappointed in you, Goomba. When I first met you, I thought you'd be more useful.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Don't, idiot.
Goomba's so sorry. Goomba's sorry. They'll protect Mew. Goomba.
Hey!
If you feel that bad about it, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit instead. This is the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us, okay? Poor precious Goomba. Okay, Goomba understands.
Going to do his best.
Goomba do his best to find culprit. Goomba definitely do his best this time. Yep, now that's the spirit. Now Coochie is encouraging him. I told Durgan, I think Coochie is planning, I think Coochie set up somebody. I think he set up a trap that, if somebody sprang it, it would kill somebody else, and then they would be sold as the culprit and not Coochie. I really don't know what Coochie is thinking. I don't like Coochie. Something about him, I'm highly suspicious. I never thought Mew would be killed. I saw her avatar there not moving. I thought maybe, but...
You're right.
That's right, you saw Mew's avatar in the virtual world had stopped moving. Me, Kebab, and Maki all found her avatar.
Hey.
Can you tell me more about that? Any details? We were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel.
Hey.
Oh, that's right. So when they were in the virtual world, Monokuma had lured them to go into the virtual world because they were kind of hesitant, even though Mew had like messed with it and made it like so they couldn't get killed in the couldn't get killed in the virtual world. She made it like a little bit, what do you call it? Not as dangerous, like she took out any sharp objects and stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. But Monokuma kind of pushed them to go in because he said he hid a secret to the outside world in there. So then they've been looking for that while they were in there. Mew was too, right? No, Mew volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, so she wasn't with us. Mew volunteered to look around outside? We searched, but we couldn't find anything. Then right when we were starting to get tired, all of a sudden we heard a really loud sound outside. That must be the sound I heard as well. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. Something hitting the chapel wall. So we all rushed outside to check the side of the chapel and we found Mew's avatar. What, did somebody slam her into the wall? I think Mew died, not sure though. I think your suspicions might be right, Pebbles. That's when you went to log you went to log out to check Mew's real body, correct? But when we went to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason. Then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
Thank you.
I see, thank you.
Oh.
That test me sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river.
Because?
Because if they weren't able to cross, then no one could have gone between the mansion and the chapel. See, that's the other thing too. I feel like even though they had showed them going from one side of the virtual world to the other by using this bridge, I feel like there's a loophole. Like there's some other way to get from one side to the other that we don't know about yet. When you die in the game, you die for real. Exactly. Then this helps us narrow down the people who could have come in contact with Mew. I'm not necessarily Kuchi. Who could have come into contact with Mew at the chapel? Well, again, if we're going off of that, then it would have to be what? Either Kebab, Maki, or Himiku. But I don't think any of them would do it. So for some reason, I feel very suspicious of Shirogane. I don't know why. And Kuchi, because again, so for at the end of last stream, they don't know how to explore everywhere. Apparently not. Apparently they're not gamers. So Kato is experiencing, he's really sick. He's been spitting up blood, but he hasn't told anybody. So he's really sick, but nobody knows it. And we think he's pretty much dying, kind of in a sense. Kato had to log out because he wasn't feeling good. Kuchi was supposed to be in the saloon, investigating, trying to find the secret of the world. So if Kato had to log out, Kuchi should have seen him log out. But Kuchi didn't say anything about Kato logging out and didn't see it. So I feel like Kuchi was not where he was supposed to be. I feel like Kuchi was off somewhere gallivanting. Because he should have seen Kato log out when he did it. So it seems really suspicious to me. That, like, Kuchi didn't say that Kato logged out or anything.
That's right.
Shoes, I gotta explain, just so you don't misunderstand. Explain what? You're talking about how you logged out by yourself, right? Okay, let's hear it then.
What?
What? Why are you?
Yeah.
Feel free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is a real pleasure of this game after all.
Don't screw around.
Huh? What?
Hey.
Kato, just ignore him and talk to me, okay?
I mean...
About the whole logging out thing, I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secret of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up under me. I was suddenly sucked in, and before I knew it, I was logged out. Oh, so somebody forced him to log out. How do you force somebody to log out? Did they pull the cords? I would think that would cause it, because again, their brains were connected. So like if you felt pain in the game, you felt it in the real life. I feel like that would do something to your brain and cause like shock or something. The same thing happened when I used the phone to log out. How did that happen on the roof? Kuchi! Because technically, so the way you log out, so in the saloon, there's a phone. And all you have to do is say your name and it logs you out. But they never said that you have to say your name. Someone banned Kato from Virtual World already. Get out of here. You used an inappropriate word. Get. So Kuchi could have technically said like Kato and then his last name, and I wonder if that would log him out no matter where he is in the map. Because if that's the case, Kuchi could have like sent Kato out to make him look more suspicious. And what happened after you logged out?
So...
Everyone else was still logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. So I just went back to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired. And the body discovery announcement woke you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I heard it and rushed back here.
Hey.
Do you remember what condition Mew's body was in when you logged out?
My bad.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know. You didn't notice anything wrong? Like whether she was dead or not? I mean, again, everybody's like in their headset. I'm like, I wouldn't notice if someone was dead. Exactly what I thought. Is someone banned? Oh no, you think somebody like called and like pushed him out on purpose to make him look suspicious?
Shut up!
Like I said, I don't know. Okay, sorry. So I just need to object to the contradiction in that testimony, right?
Don't screw around.
I said I'm not lying. Tell him, Shoes.
Shuichi.
No, Shoes. In order to find the truth, you can't be biased. Well, he's got a point. He does have a point. What about Maki? What about you, Maki? Oh, you're just gonna stare into my soul. Maki was working on the computer, her hand moving the mouse around rapidly. You know how to work that computer, Maki?
Nope.
No, not really. I've never used this program before either. I see. I imagine it would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert. Get Kebab in here! I mean, I know he said that he's not good with machines even though he's a robot, but I mean, I think he would know more than anybody else here, especially since Mew is dead. Maki just staring into your soul.
Well...
But I find the text file regarding this... But I did find the text file regarding this program. It has info about the program's basic features, but other than that, there's not much. Oh, so what did it say? Oh, if you don't want to tell me, at least tell it to Shoes. According to this text file, the killing game simulator uses such a program as the base. It's called the Neo World program. I would never have guessed that the Neo World program would have been brought into this. That was from the second game, correct? If I remember correctly, because the Neo World program was what they used to try to like uncorrupt, I guess would be the word, the remnants of despair in the second game. Neo World program? Never heard of that. I think I've heard that name. I know. I think I've heard that name somewhere.
Well...
In this killing game simulator, objects can't break. Your body's 5 senses are connected to your avatar, and your avatar cannot. I feel like that's a lie. If that's the case, Mew, wake up. Stop napping. Stop it. It's not funny anymore, Mew. But any damage inflicted on your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world. That matches what Mew told us.
That's true.
If your avatar receives fatal damage, then your real body will die from shock.
Huh?
From shock? Oh, so this is the first time we're hearing about this. If someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world, then they die in the real world? Well, your five senses are connected, so it makes sense you'd feel the same amount of pain.
Right.
Yeah, and if you experience enough pain, your body would go into shock and die. So it wouldn't be too surprising if you died from the fatal injury.
Oh,
But the more important question is, why didn't you keep such an important detail a secret? That is strange. I have no idea why she would have mentioned such an important detail. Did she hide that from us on purpose?
Well...
Did she kill her? Oh my god, if it's another one where somebody just offed themselves, I'm gonna be so upset. That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the virtual world is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Warps and special transportation, like mounts, do not
I
exist.
see.
So you can only move around using your avatar.
How
So you can't just teleport everywhere. Well, you technically teleport by logging out, though. She should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world. That's all it says in this text file.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maki. That was very helpful. Because again, Shirogane said that she saw Mew through the window of the main building, which shouldn't have been possible if Mew was over by the chapel. So I feel like there's another way to get from one side to the other. But I think Shirogane found it on accident. But is the info in the text file correct?
What are you talking
What
about?
do you mean?
Nuh-uh.
I'm not downing you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying that file could have been rewritten. It's possible someone rewrote the original info with false info, you know? But to determine that, you would need to extensive knowledge of computer.
It's my time to shine.
This of all the people I thought would step in, was not Monotero. I was expecting Kebab to be like, I'm here. It's my time to step forward. Especially since Mew died and they kind of had a relationship going on. He would want to help Mew. I know VR was a bad idea as no one's seen. Oh my god, Sword Art Online is good. This looks like a job for me.
Huh?
What? Huh?
Stop it.
Don't get in our way. I won't get in the way. In fact, I want you to let me help with the investigation. Help with the investigation? Monotero, what are you saying?
Hey.
Come on, please, won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot how I'm bad with computers, I'm good with computers now.
What are you talking
That
about?
logic doesn't make any sense. You can't, Monotero. We're not allowed to help the participants. As mascots, we gotta stick to that rule. Well, apparently he's breaking the rule. I think Monotaro's gonna die this episode.
I don't care.
I don't give a fart about the rules. I want to help everyone. I want to avenge my dead mommy.
Huh?
Your mommy? You mean Mew?
Not that.
No. Monotaro, you forgot it again? You forgot that she's not our mother.
I want you.
And you forgot about the important person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig. I'm busy avenging mommy's death. How sad, but it looks like this is goodbye. I love you, but there's someone I need to protect. Goodbye. Do they have a baby? Oh my god, I swear to god, if Mona Fanny has a baby, I'm gonna be very, very upset. Very upset. Alright, let's do this. Do what?
So what?
I don't care either way. If you want to help, then that's fine. True, I suppose, but... Thanks, I'll do my best for mommy's sake.
No.
Wait, perhaps we should... He's doing his best for his dead mommy. I'm so touched. Alex Shoes is just like, fine, just do it. All right, fine. I'll leave it to you then. I suppose I have no choice.
All right.
All right, I'll start analyzing the computer right away. I feel like he's gonna break it. Why don't... Oh my god. You know those people like when they rage at video games and all of a sudden they just start mashing the keyboard? This is their face. This is what they look like, just fire at their fingertips.
This stinky little computer is no match for my hands.
He's gonna break the computer.
Yeah. His hands are going at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
All right.
I've already analyzed a few things. Already?
Okay.
The text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered.
Yay!
Also, I found this too. What, the ninja stars in the computer? Wow, it's an impressive computer. I feel like younger me is being attacked because of the dead. I mean, I think all of us have had a moment where we just rage and we're just like, keyboard suffer.
Is this?
This looks like the information of when everyone logged in and out.
Okay.
There's no sign that this was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Hey.
Could you show it to me? I want to see. Let me see. Had much rage at games when I was younger. I never raged at games. The only time like I raged was like when somebody was like being like disrespectful or like homophobic or racist. Then it like triggered something inside of me. Like Mama Bear mode came out. I was like, how dare you? Especially when they attacked my friends. Then I was like, ah. But I never like raged at the game. I just raged at people that were being inconsiderate kind of thing. I have much rage at games now at the age of 4. You're like, it hasn't changed. It really does have everyone's log in and log out times recorded. So Himiku, oh wow, it shows everybody logging in. Maki logged in, Kuchi and Goomba logged in, Mew logged in. Kato logged out, Kebab logged out, Himiku logged out, Maki logged out, Goomba. Okay, that looks right. Nothing looks wrong, right, with that, right? Except Kebab. Did Kebab no, wait, everybody logged out at the same time. This seems off. Except for Kato, but we know Kato logged out before everybody else.
Well,
aside from Mew, everyone has logged in and out once.
You're right.
Then it would appear that no one secretly logged out and then logged back in. Then my main concern becomes, Kato, he logged out ahead of us. No, it couldn't be him. I was gonna say, because that means that no one logged out without anybody else knowing. Because we could tell that everybody logged in and out kind of together except for Kato and Mew, but Mew was also messing with the program. I mostly rage at myself though because being stupid. Well, I get like, sometimes like you get a boss, it's like you fought the boss like 20 times over and you can't kill it, and like a lot of times, like when I was younger, I used to get kind of upset and be like, I don't want to play this stupid game anymore. Now I just be like, okay, I'm gonna put the game down and I'll come back to it like in a couple hours or maybe in a couple days and try to fight the boss again. But yeah, so it's like, I just kind of take a break from those bosses, just kind of take a breather, step back, kind of thing. Also, there's something else I noticed while I was analyzing the program. It looks like some parts of the program were rewritten. Huh? The program's being rewritten? Well, we know that because Mew said she rewrote it to make it safer for us. Little Nightmares 2 had me hard. I want to play Village soon. I like Little Nightmares 2. Little Nightmares 2 was actually a lot more fun and enjoyable than the first one. Like, it was a lot more interesting to me and a lot more spookier. Obviously, Mew was the only person capable of doing that.
Hey.
So which files did she rewrite and what did she change?
Okay.
I'll analyze that, of course, but it's gonna take a little time.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's done by the class trial, then Shoes will be able to avenge Mew. He's just saying whatever he pleases.
All right.
All right, then I'll keep analyzing the crap out of this program. You're so reliable.
That's
You
true.
sound reliable. Yeah, you're way more than you, damn monkey. Hour and a half before everyone, though he did say he was taking a nap while waiting. Yeah, so, well, he got force logged out, it sounds like. Well, again, we don't know if that's true or not. It sounds like he got force logged out. And again, he didn't know if it was okay to log back in because he didn't know if he got force logged out for a reason, so then he went to go take a nap. But again, we don't know if that's actually true. And again, since we know he's sick and kind of dying because of his illness, I don't think he would kill somebody. Because what would be the point of him being the Blackened to try to escape? Because it's like he wouldn't live very much longer after he escaped. So if you, no one logged out, someone killed Mew in the game. Yeah, so somebody killed Mew in the game. I don't know. I'm suspicious of why him, because he was in the saloon where it was the only place you could log in and out. And I'm also suspicious of Shirogane for some reason, because she's the one that said she saw Mew, which she shouldn't have been able to. But she saw Mew. Can you believe Monotero's on our side now, and all for his recently deceased mommy? I'm so touched I can't stop crying. The Monocops love her so much. I'll never forgive the culprit who killed Mew. Process all this emotion. So was Mew? So was with Mew then? Mew's dead. And Mew's dead. What do you mean? What was Mew? Mew's dead. 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 Oh, who was with Mew? I was like, what's with Mew? Dead! Himiku, Maki, and Kebab were with her. On that side of the VR world. I've been wondering, what was the secret of the outside world that we were searching for anyways? That's true, we got sidetracked by Mew's murder case. We never discovered what that secret actually was. We couldn't find anything at the chapel and you found nothing at the mansion, right?
Okay.
No, Shirogane and I didn't find anything.
My bad.
I didn't find anything either. That's probably the same with Kato and Goomba, right?
Right?
And knowing them, if they had found something, they would have told us right away. Yeah. Yes, they would have. Unlike you. Whoa. Wow, shoes, did you hear that? That robot's being sassy with me. I mean, I would be sassy with you too. I'm just saying. Did you know robots don't need warm blood to function, so they become cold like this? That's why he's more concerned about the secret of the outside world than poor Mew. He told us he couldn't cry even if he wanted to. He went so far to stage his dramatic reaction.
That's wrong.
That's not true. I'm hoping we can discover the truth too.
Oh.
You're a pretty advanced robot. You can be sassy and make excuses. And sassy. It ended up like this after all? I had a bad feeling ever since I thought I saw Mew from the dining room window. You thought you saw Mew? Yeah, I told Shoes about it. Look at how adorable they are. There's a small window in the dining room. Maybe 10 minutes ago I looked through it. I thought I saw Mew. Oh my god, light burns. Oh, so you saw Mew then? I thought I must have been mistaken, so she should have been by the chapel. You're only saying you were mistaken, so you don't have to feel as guilty.
What?
Huh?
Because?
If you had been positive it was Mew, then you could have done something sooner. You could have pretended her death, you know. Oh, prevented her death. Pretended her death, just pretended she was.
Hey.
That's just speculation, Coochie. You can't judge in hindsight.
Dad.
Oh, we went a little off topic there. Anyways, I want to ask you something. Now she feels guilty. Good job, Coochie. What did you do after you thought you saw me? I thought I was mistaken, but it really bothered me, so about 10 minutes later I told Shoes, and while we were talking about it, we heard the sound. They heard the sound after. What was that? What was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but... We heard a loud noise and rushed out into the entrance hall. For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! Oh no! What? That was Kebab's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close. Maybe Kebab did it. Kebab seems very suspicious right now.
Huh?
Kebab's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel?
Okay.
He was, but Shirogane and I are positive it was his voice. We heard Kebab from the entrance hall when he should have been at the chapel. What? That's weird, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything between the chapel and the mansion. Even you said that. Yeah, you can't hear anything at all while you're inside the map loading point. No, she didn't say that. She said we can't hear anything in the loading point, not from the mansion and chapel. So technically that's a little different. You're right, the sound shouldn't reach through the map loading point. So it shouldn't like go through, I see it now. So how do we hear Kebab's voice? How were we able to hear Kebab at the mansion if he was at the chapel? Maybe someone's lying.
What?
Lying?
Hey.
I like Shoes is always like, he just puts his hand out and is like, By the way, Kuchi, did you hear the loud noise or Kebab's voice at all? I'm not sure. I must have not noticed because I was too busy searching. You're lying to his face. Kato.
Hey.
Kato, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something?
Don't screw around.
Who would like you, dumbass? I was interested in Shu's conversation. My conversation? You heard Kebab's voice, but it should have been impossible. Can you tell me more about that? Well, what I said before was pretty much everything. After that, we headed back to the chapel to see what happened. We saw Goomba as we left the mansion, and the three of us went to the river together. That's when we met up with Kuchi.
Yeah.
And then we used a signboard that I found as a bridge. What about it though? Did you notice anything? I suppose not.
But
I see you're working hard. It looks like you're starting to take this game seriously, Kato.
Shut up!
Shut up! So Shirogane saw Mew, heard Kebab, and then the loud noise that apparently Kuchi didn't hear and Kato did. Well, Kato didn't hear it because of course he wasn't in the game at the time. So I've talked to everybody. What about you, Smell There? Where were you at 5 p.m. or 6 a.m. or wherever time Mew was dead? Hey there, I know you're busy with the computer, but I want to go over what we learned from the investigating the program.
Okay.
Oh, you want to use this computer? Go right ahead. Actually, can I touch the keyboard? The giant Xbox computer? All right, first, what program information was listed in that text file? According to the file, the Killing Game Simulator was based on the Neo World program. In the simulator, objects can't break. Your 5 senses are connected to your avatar, but your avatar cannot be harmed. Damage inflicted to your avatar will be transferred to your real body.
Okay.
That's exactly what Mew told us. If your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. In other words, fatal injuries in the virtual world are fatal to your real body as well. I don't recall Mew ever telling us this. She wouldn't just forget to tell us. Was she hiding the information on purpose? I think she was trying to kill somebody I think somebody protected themselves and self. Kind of the whole Sayaka situation. Mew tried to kill somebody and they acted in self-defense and killed her back. It's actually the Neo World program. I was gonna say, no, like I get that because they've been talking about that. Because again, it's exactly the same program that was used in 2. It has the exact same, other than that they're chibi now. Physics are also the same in the virtual world. There isn't any warping or quick transportation methods. You can only use your avatar to get around. That's about all that's written in the text file. The other piece of evidence I found interesting is it says logout times, right? The log in and log out record that Monotero found. Am I gonna look at it again? Let me just stare at the file. It recorded all the times we logged in and out. Excluding the victim Mew, everyone only logged in and out once. So no one secretly logged out and logged back in, which means Kato, he logged out before any of us, but it couldn't have been him. I think again, like, Shoes is being a little biased at the moment because he trusts Kato too much. I don't think Kato did it, but at the same time, like, Shoes should, like, take his bias out of it. The program itself has also been modified in a few ways. We have to wait for Monotero to finish his analysis for that information. Of course, we're gonna not learn that information until probably the trial. Oh, all finished? Alright, then I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. I'll let you know when I find something. Let's look at the body. Actually, is there anything else I need to look at? Wait, what is this? What are these? What? The visor? This is the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in, others have them removed. I'm positive that they were unplugged after logging out. That's it, the cords. They were supposed to be plugged, we were supposed to plug the 2 cords from the computer into our helmets. The red for consciousness and blue for memory. If you got those mixed up, but we never really knew what happened because again, Mew didn't even know what would happen if you mix them up. If it really was a kill to save my friends, then the most likely suspect would be Goomba, Maki, or maybe Kato. Out of curiosity, what happened if you switched the cords? I don't know, I've never done that before. Probably get all glitchy or something. Maybe you'll become a vegetable. Maybe you'll body swap with somebody who somebody wasn't in their body. I bet you two people didn't put their cords in right and people switched bodies. Wait a minute, if that's the case, Oh, that's Stuffy. Think of it this way: if you switch chords, you wouldn't be consciously there. You won't remember. Well, not only that, but she said you may body swap with somebody. So say for instance, if Goomba, because Goombas, unfortunately, someone didn't put their chords in right. If Goomba, say for instance, Goomba and I don't know, Shirogane, because Goomba's not the smartest boy, unfortunately. He's precious, but he's not the smartest. Say Goomba doesn't put his chords in right, and Shirogane doesn't put her chords in right. So Shirogane goes into Goomba's avatar, and Goomba goes into her avatar. The person who killed doesn't remember. Of course they don't. But also I'm wondering too, if Goomba's avatar killed Mew, but it technically was Shirogane and Goomba's avatar, is it Shirogane that's the blackened, or Goomba that's the blackened because technically it was his avatar? Like, who is technically the blackened? Whoever was piloting the avatar, or whose ever avatar it was? I think somebody body switched. A glitch. Yeah, somebody switched. What is this? What are those? There's something on the seat. Is that out? It's a small bottle. I feel as though I've seen this before. This is yours, right, Shoes?
Huh?
Mine? Oh, that's the poison, isn't it? Is that one of the poison bottles? I don't think they would change bodies. I think their personalities would change. Maybe? I don't know. It's kind of weird. No, I guess it's not yours, but it's from your lab. That's right. This was the ultimate detective. This was in the ultimate detective's lab.
Right?
Yeah, it's that poison. So you know about this, Coochie? Of course, because I already checked it. We were in the killing game. We are in the killing game, you know. If there's poison and tricks prepared, then of course I'd investigate them ASAP. Is that? No, it's not so I can use them. I check in case someone else uses them. Is that really true?
By the way,
did you see the label on the back of this bottle?
Huh?
The label? According to the warnings here, this poison is pretty lethal. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed. So it has to be taken directly. So they had to drink it directly. It can't be mixed in anything. That wasn't there before logging in. No, it wasn't. Somebody probably put that there to like look suspicious. But when it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if they only sip a bit. Somebody probably oh, that makes Kato look so suspicious though. Think about it. That means Kato probably logged out, and then took a sip, or made Mew take a sip, and then if she died, she was the last to log in. Unless she killed herself? Kato, you sussy baka. I was like, Kato looks really sus right now. Kato is really sus. Which means if you could get the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. Hence why she kind of did the choking action, because probably like choked her. I can't imagine a better method of killing someone who's locked in. By the way, I should tell you what symptom this poison causes. It causes a small blood vessel under the conjunctiva to explode. How do you know that word? I don't know, I still don't think he would kill since he's already died himself. But maybe he's trying to get himself to die faster. Maybe he's in such pain that he's trying to like, he wants to be the blackened so he can like, you know, die without suffering. Well, though the punishments are pretty suffering. Which makes the whites of your eyes turn blood red. Bloodshot eyes, that's important information. Well, that's everything about this poison. Am I doing a good job? Maybe it's time you acknowledge me as your partner. I have a theory, Pebbles, or Jurgen's like, I have a theory, Pebbles, to the DMs.
No.
I thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner. Did I? Well, sometimes I lie without thinking about it. Seriously? Anyways, who brought this poison? Do you think the culprit did it? No, I just brought it because, you know, it was like, I was thirsty. Who brought the poison? I can't be certain yet. Technically, wait a minute, Coochie, that's your chair, you piece of crap! I know where you were! Now I'll put it here. I want to know your thoughts, actually. Okay, but I do know that the poison was left on that person's chair. That person's chair. A small bottle of poison has been added, unless somebody's trying to make Coochie look suspicious. So it says I can look at the computer, but I mean, there's nothing really, because Shoes isn't a computer person. He's not gonna know anything. From what the time of death indicated in the Monokuma file, Mew was killed while we were still in the virtual world. Oh, that was it? Oh, like, Coochie was pretty sus later. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, he's acting really sus this entire like chapter episode. But what about her headset? Did she plug in right? This is the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in, others have them removed. My concern is the cords. We were supposed to plug the two cords from the computer into our helmets. Oh, this is the same thing that I read earlier. The red for consciousness, the blue for memory. If they were switched, glitching might occur. That's what you told us. So wait, did maybe Kato switch bodies with somebody? Maybe that's why he was forced logged out? Because like somebody was, the real Kato, say for instance, the real Kato was in Kuchi's body, went like Kato blah 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 blah, and then his actual avatar and him like logged out, and then the real personality went back into the original avatar. I think with Miu, the last to log in, she put the poison there with intentions to kill Kuchi in the virtual world, but Kuchi, being the big brain douche canoe that he is, realized that Miu was saying about the virtual world wasn't completely true and plotted to kill her. That's what I'm like. So you think like Miu tried to kill Kuchi and Kuchi saw through it, and then Kuchi killed her instead, kind of thing. I mean, I could see it. Kuchi's not stupid. I'll give Kuchi that credit. He's not stupid. He is a dick, but he's not stupid. Miu's hands are clasped around her neck as if she was gasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit. I don't like that face. Oh, she's dead.
Wow.
No, she says napping. It's fine. Ew, that's one gory face. Miu must have suffered a lot. A vulgar death fit for a vulgar bitch.
Hey!
Stop it, Kuchi. Even if you're joking, that's too
It's
far.
nothing.
Correct, but Kuchi wouldn't get his hands dirty. He got somebody else to kill. I'm calling that now. I told you! I feel like Kuchi's been setting up somebody to kill for him. I feel like his whole thing, like he set up some sort of trap that like somebody would like open a door, and it would, that by opening the door, his trap would spring and it would kill somebody else. But then instead of him being the black, because technically even though he set up the trap, he wasn't the one that opened the door that caused the killing. So it's like that whole thing. Like he set up a trap and then somebody else sprung it and killed somebody. I still think it's no. So Goomba is a kill. No, you leave poor Goomba out of it. My precious baby. Poor everybody going after Goomba. But yeah, see, that's what I was telling you before. I think Kuchi's been setting up some. I don't like him right now. I feel like he's scheming too much in this episode. You're right. You should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them. Because Goomba's the only dumb enough to fall for. I mean, you're not wrong. Again, he's precious baby, but he's not the smartest. Even if she was despised, pathetic, dirty, cum toilet of a person, I suppose I'll never get Kuchi to change. But what's Miu's cause of death? Doesn't say in the Monokuma file. May I? I want to let you know just in case it turns out to be a
By the
clue.
way-
I was the first one to log out and find Miu's body. She was still wearing the helmet and her body was contorting into this awful position. Maki logged out after I did and she helped me take Miu's helmet off. And then she was gone.
Hey.
Is that a confession? Maybe she wasn't dead until the helmet got taken off. Maybe she was just like choking and then like by ripping the helmet off without having her log out properly killed her. Come on, you murderer! Whoever plugged in their headsets wrong is the killer, that's for sure. They wouldn't have drawn attention. But remember, they all plugged their own helmets in. No one plugged it in for them. So technically they're, what do you call it? They're responsible for their own helmets. I just like Nightwing is like, oh, she's just nappy. She's just... How is it a confession? Anyways, the question is the cause of death. What causes her to suffer like this? Are we not gonna look at the body closer? I suppose I've investigated everything that I can here. No, you haven't! You haven't looked at the body! Look at the body! Shoes! You're the ultimate shoes! Are you done investigating the crime scene? So do you know who the culprit is yet? No. This might not actually be the crime scene. Yes, injuries in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world. Ultimate shoes! the ultimate Nike and Adidas. I'm like, god damn it, shoes, look at the body, exactly. So I hate to say too, but Goomba isn't the brightest in the bunch. But again, I will feel so bad if it's Goomba then, because again, like, Goomba's not, like, he's not smart enough to know when he's falling into a trap. Shoes, you're the ultimate shoes. So I feel like, if it is Goomba, he's gonna feel so bad, because you know, like, he's gonna be like, I didn't mean to, I just opened the door and it killed her. I'm like, he's gonna feel so bad about it. I'm gonna feel so bad if it's Goomba. I feel so bad. Meaning there's a possibility that she was killed in the virtual world, which means the next area to investigate should
I
be
see.
the virtual world. We should go there again. Huh?
See?
I read your mind, didn't I? I did, right? Right? Mine. That would make the fourth in a row where Bob character dies. The third in a row. Exactly. That's why I was like, don't be Goomba, please. Don't be Goomba.
Got it.
If that's the case, then I'm coming too. Oh, great. He's coming? You must really like me, huh?
Ugh.
Shh. Say whatever you want. I don't have time to waste on you.
Yeah.
If I go back to the virtual world, we might find some new clues. With those, I might be able to clear my name. May I join as well? I also think we should investigate the virtual world again.
All right.
Why don't we all go?
Ah.
I think it's better if they all go, because again, if only like 4 of them go, the other 3, technically, one of them might be the culprit and try to poison somebody else in the virtual world. Right? But if I'm right and he plugged in wrongly, he won't remember anything that happened with the memory consciousness cord switched. The lights would be on with nobody home, which also means somebody could have technically used his body to kill somebody, though. Like you said, you think it was Goomba because of how he was acting in the virtual world and where he was. Technically, like, say for instance, if Himiku was in his body, Himiku could have used Goomba's avatar to kill somebody and then be like, oh, it's gonna be Goomba's fault. No one will suspect me. No one will suspect the small child. Like, kind of thing. So, I mean, that could also be the case, too. Oh, so I get that, get to be the avatar again.
What?
Huh? Did you actually like that avatar after all? I'm gonna stay here. He's still in the middle of analyzing the program. Goomba search this place some more. There's no time to be sleeping. That's not what we're... Well, that's fine. And I'll stay here too. Huh? What? Surprise? Are you gonna get lonely without your partner?
My bad.
But I'm busy too, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful. Well, Goomba's gonna be here. Of course, Maki's not gonna try anything with Goomba there, and vice versa. Nobody suspects the Spanish Inquisition. Maybe time will tell. Split up gang. We need to search for more clues. He's such an evil laugh. Oh yeah, Coochie. Coochie is he's a little bit of a douche. They do.
Huh?
Deceitful.
See?
Well, you and Kato are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right? Look at her face.
Thank goodness.
Good thing Gooma's here with me. Your glare is too scary to handle alone. Goomba would risk his life to protect me from a murderer. Huh? Hey, if you keep saying mess up crap like that, I'm gonna kick your ass into orbit.
All right already.
It's fine. Just ignore him and hurry to the virtual world.
Okay.
Kato, let's just focus on solving the case for now. Shh, fine.
Thank goodness.
Thank God. I don't like violence. The ultimate supreme leader would rather sneak around. Kurchi is a little bit... Yes, he is.
So that means...
A little douchebag. Jeez, that was a scary face, kiddo. Yeah, some of their faces are really hilarious. So, anyways, I'll leave the virtual world to you, Shoes.
Yeah.
But I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can be solved by you, okay? See, that, too, makes me think that he schemed something. Like, he knows who the killer is. He schemed something. And he knows because he set them up. Calling Kuchi a little bitch is an insult to little bitch. Your talent can save the useless people here, you know.
What?
Who you calling useless?
I told you.
Enough already. Kato, let's go. Kato, Kabab, Himiku, Shirogane, and I prepared to enter the virtual world. Kabab, why do you have to sit right next to the dead body? Give her some air. I mean, I guess I was gonna say I think she would like, but it takes a while for the body to give the crime scene some space. 6 feet, Kabab. 6 feet. We picked our helmets once again, sitting in the same seats as because they're going to try to sit in the same exact seat so then they don't mess up anything. I guess I could see that.
So the red cord goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
Wait, Kato, why did you have to ask that question? I mean, they were close. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, let's do that.
I feel like Kato fucked up on his cords. Like, why did Kato have to ask again which cord goes where?
Right is the hand I hold my chopsticks with. I gotta be sure to get it right.
I like how she's like, right is where I hold my chopsticks. So it's like, good. It's a good, precious me. Good job. Good job.
If you're that worried, why don't you use one that's already set up?
Oh no. No. I feel like it's bad. As a bad. Shirogane. Shh. We place the devices on her hands and flip the switch. I feel like Himiku messed up. I feel like Himiku might have messed up. I broke a damaged record. Did you really? That's impressive. To the Matrix I go. Oh, way. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Personal, nice. Nice, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was gonna say, is it a world record or personal? Oh, thank you for the alert, love this up here, shoot.
Great, huh?
Oh, it's my avatar. Look, my avatar. So you liked it after all?
You know...
So we're back here?
100%.
Apparently we always arrive in this room when we log in. You said that logging in and out is impossible unless we're in this room. Then how did I get logged out while I was on the rooftop? She's like the avatar, she isn't short. She's still short, she's just not the only one that's short. Everyone's short. You can't be short when everyone's short. Then how did I log out while I was on the rooftop? Okay. Yes, we need to investigate that area too.
What should we do?
First we're going to check Miu's avatar, right?
That's right.
I think her avatar is still ninja. Wouldn't her avatar have been logged out if she's dead? Or is it still just standing there, T-posing? everyone's super dumb, no one will be. When everyone's short, no one will be. I think her avatar is still near the chapel. And let's head out to the chapel. Why is Himiku like taking charge all of a sudden? Super Himiku, away! Oh, I should check the map before heading to the chapel. Why do you need to check the map again? The two maps on the wall, one of the mansion, one of the world. I'll check the map of the mansion first. The first floor has a salon, or the saloon. I think it's supposed to be saloon. Dining room, kitchen, and bathroom. The second is the roof. We split up when looking for the secret of the outside world. Kuchi had the saloon. See, Kuchi had the saloon. Shirogane had the dining room, Kato the roof, and Goomba the outside. So I feel like Kuchi logged Kato out. I feel like he did it to make Kato look suspicious. This is the map of the entire virtual world. The world is surrounded by walls in all four directions. There's a loading point in the middle, so the map is split into two. No sight or sound can pass through the map loading point. To get from the mansion to the chapel, you have to go through this point. You also have to cross the river that runs parallel to it. That's how this world is designed. It's strange. I feel as though there's some secret to this. Whoa! Oh, look! There's a road. I just noticed it. If you look at the road from the left, it connects to the road from the right. It's a circular world. It's repetitive. I feel like, so if you go all the way right, it will spawn you back on left. So technically you can get from the chapel everybody's suspicious at this point. Because you could go all the way left and come out right, or go all the way right and come back on the left, kind of thing. This map was made by Mew. Is that what's bothering me?
Hey, Shuichi.
I understand. Looking at maps makes you feel calm, doesn't it?
Huh?
Yeah, I feel like Mew was also hiding something about the virtual reality, huh? You're the type of kid who stares at maps alone instead of playing at recess, aren't you?
No.
I never did anything like that.
Shuichi!
Don't forget we're here for you, bro. Bro.
Indeed.
You're not alone anymore. They're all trying to comfort him, being like, it's fine if you like maps. And everybody has their strange thing. You don't need to withdraw to a show, you know. I'm so proud of you. You made friends with real people, not maps.
That's wrong.
I'm investigating, just investigating. No, that's wrong. Can I check the roof first? But I don't want to head to the chapel. I thought I was leading this investigation as the ultimate detective, but apparently not. Oh god, I feel like I'm in a Pokemon game. Time to battle. Oh shoes, could you please come with me?
What happened?
What happened? I found something strange. I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but I want to hear your opinion regardless. It's right this way. Oh my god, I swear to god, if Mew died by toilet paper, I'm gonna be very upset. He looks so cute. They are very precious. This is toilet paper, right? Why would it be in a place like this during the spring?
That's right.
It's cold here.
Huh?
Huh?
Which means...
My initial thought was that someone may have come here to defecate.
No.
Oh no, I don't think that's it. I don't think avatars have bowel movements. Toilet paper! I don't have to go at all.
Huh?
I didn't realize that. That's never occurred to me, as I do not need to expel solid waste in the real world. I'm sorry. Oh, because poor thing, because he's not human, so he doesn't understand how, like, going to the bathroom works.
Ah.
Oh, wait! Oh, now he's embarrassed. Poor Kebab. It's still strange. Why would toilet paper be in a place like this? Could this be related to the case? I fucking called a murder weapon. I fucking died. I swear to God, if it was death by toilet paper. Cause I do remember when we came to the virtual world in the first place, and I went to go investigate the bathroom when we were trying to find the secret of this world. Shoes did make a point to talk about how toilet paper probably wouldn't tear. Because since no objects can break in the virtual world, that means toilet paper wouldn't tear either, because technically by tearing it, you're breaking a Durgan is right up in a lot of we might have to if Durgan's right. So it seems weird that like Shoes would hone in on the toilet paper of all things in the bathroom, if it wasn't gonna be used in the case. Oh my god, I swear to God. Hey guys, don't mind me, just pass it. Oh, do I have to interact with it?
So...
Hey, isn't this a signboard that Mew threw into the river? What? Oops, my hand slipped. Because also she threw it into the river, which makes me think that she was making it so then the people from the mansion couldn't get over to the chapel, so then she could kill somebody. Clarification by TP me thinks we'll just shove it into the... Eat the toilet paper. All hail Prophet Dragon. You can predict that Dirk is pretty good at telling like who killed who in this game. It's on some other signboard, right? She said there's only one of them.
No.
It's definitely the same. I brought back the one that was stuck on the rocks in the river. Oh, so that's what happened.
But
There's something bothering me. The rocks that the sign board got caught on weren't on the chapel side of the map. They were on the mansion side. Because again, the water, I bet you the water connects from one side and goes through. It's like one of those looping maps. Like you go, if you hit the border on the right, you come back out on the left. It's one of those things. So I think the signboard went this way and then came back around through the left side. No, TP can't break in this world. I think it was, like, I think Durgan thinks, like, what Durgan and I were talking about, like, Durgan thinks somebody got strangled with the toilet paper. It just got watched from the chapel to the mansion, right? From the chapel to the mansion, that's odd. The flow of the river?
Shuichi!
Hey, think later, bro. Let's get moving. Oh, oh, excuse me then. Oh, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. All right, for now, we need to investigate the scene. Come on, Shoes, it's time to go. Can I investigate outside? What the? Oh my god, what the hell? The scene of her crime has not been altered since I found her. She's just spaced out. So there's no possibility that someone tried to tamper with the crime scene afterwards. Yeah, that's for sure. It's just like how we left it. I'm pretty confident in my memory. I memorized a magic spell that would take a whole year just to chant. Wow, a whole year to chant? You think I'm lying? I could start to chant right now, you know.
Unfortunately.
No, thank you. I do not think I could wait a whole year. A logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains unchanged. Technically, aren't you logged out if you die?
Actually,
Look at this stuff scattered around. What happened here? That's what we're going to start investigating right now. Isn't that right, Shoes?
okay.
Right.
You remember the base.
What base? So what is this? So for people who don't know what Danganronpa is, it's like a murder mystery. Somebody died and now we have to figure out who killed them, pretty much. Is this a piece of lattice? I always say lettuce. I don't know why when I say lattice, it sounds like I say lettuce. Piece of lattice? Why is this here? This is a mysterious object. It's a wooden mat. It used to be common in bathrooms.
yeah?
I didn't see anything like it at the chapel. Where did it come from? Not from the chapel, then why is it here? Let us pray. Yes. And why is it here? Yeah, I just figured it out with my magic. Huh, you did?
See.
Maybe someone used this instead of the signboard to cross the river. Oh, she has a point. She has a point. Somebody could use it to cross the river. She was murdered in the bathroom with dragon. I mean, maybe. That someone is the culprit.
No.
I don't think so. The river's current is pretty fast. Oh, she means to use it as a boat. I thought she meant to use it as a bridge also. I was gonna say, it should be long enough to use a bridge. Even if you did use it to cross, there's no reason it would be here. I know that. I was just teasing you a little, or testing you a little. Why would you want to test me?
Yeah?
What does this mean? What's something like this doing here? I'm not positive why this lattice is here, but I'm sure it must have something to do with this case. Apparently the lattice is very important. Hammer? I thought she took out all the dangerous weapons. Isn't hammer technically dangerous? Because she said she took out everything sharp and anything that could be used as a weapon. This is a hammer? This is a hammer. Good job, Shoes. I'm so proud of you. Why would there be a hammer in this world? Because remember, like, this is what she said. I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as a weapon. But technically, if that's the case, she literally should have deleted everything. Because a nail, a door, a glass, a chair, anything can be used as a weapon, technically. So she should have just made it just a flat plane of snow. You said she deleted dangerous objects. I can't imagine she'd miss a hammer. Was Mew lying? But why would she lie? I think she lied. I think Mew was planning on killing somebody, and it went awry. It backfired on her, kind of thing. Is this a cell phone? There are cell phones in this world, but what could that be for?
No.
She could have signed somebody out, because remember, it's like the phone? Oh, that's it. It's a phone, so it's a log out. She could have technically logged Kato out, I think. A cell phone? I can't believe there's something like this here. Kato, perfect timing. I'd like you to help me out with something. I just want to test something out.
Come on, man.
Help you out.
Of course.
Of course. I never say no to a favor from my sidekick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kato.
You know...
So what do you need me to do?
Is that all right?
Oh, you don't have to do anything. You just have to stand here. I just gotta stand here? Kato Momota. You can log other people out. I knew it. So technically, you don't have to say your own name. You could say somebody else's name and it logs it out. He logged out just as I thought. This can be used to log out, just like the phone in the saloon. And this proves it doesn't have to be the person themselves if you just say their name. You can log out anyone you like.
All right.
I see. Thanks to Kato's help, I'm starting to pin this down. So that's interesting. So technically, somebody else might have forced Kato to log out to make him look suspicious. I bet Kato was pretty surprised when he logged out all of a sudden. Is he gonna log? I should apologize for that later. Yeah, you should have probably at least prepared him for what might have happened. His avatar is frozen and collapsed in the snow. A logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains. Makes sense for a killing game simulator. The body disappeared, we couldn't investigate. The avatar never shows injuries, so they stay the same. She still looks almost alive.
But
That's kind of creepy. Her face is so pretty here, isn't it? It's hard to believe she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. How is that helpful? How is the avatar helpful? Is there anything else? I guess I'm supposed to talk to them. Sure, Gotti, you have anything to say for yourself? Well, that reminds me, you can't leave footprints in the snow, can you?
You're right.
It looks that way. This is a killing game simulator.
Yeah.
It's probably because footprints in the snow would make finding the culprit easy. So the snow probably isn't a clue for this case. I mean, that's interesting. That's a good job, sure, God. I'm so proud of you. Hey, Yumiku, could you tell me about when you found Mew one more time? Yeah, we were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel. But since Mew volunteered to check outside the chapel, she was separated from us. A while after we started the search, we heard a really loud sound outside. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. Something hit the chapel wall. So we all rushed outside to check the side of the chapel, and we found Mew's avatar. Did they yeet Mew's avatar to the wall? Yeet! You said good job, sure, got it. Yeah. Well, she finally, at least she's being useful, Pebble. She used her big brain. And then we all tried to go to the mansion to log out and check Mew's real body. But when we got to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason. And then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
Thank you.
Thank you, I got it. There must be some clue in that account. What, Pebbles? I'm just trying to give credit where credit is due. What's wrong, Bob? Is something bothering you?
No.
I just remembered something. I think the whispering I overheard might be relevant to this case. You heard whispering?
Yes.
Yes, I did not intend to eavesdrop, but I did hear it. Shortly before we gathered at the chapel and disappeared to begin searching, or dispersed to begin searching. Oh yeah, before we split up, I want to ask you something, Mew. Oh, that's right, when they were whispering in the chapel. What? Don't look at me like that, Pebbles. It would seem Kuchi and Mew had made plans to meet each other.
Huh?
Meet each other?
Yes.
Kuchi was confirming the specific place they were supposed to meet. I couldn't hear the whole conversation, but I'm certain the rooftop was mentioned. Then those two met on the rooftop? But it's strange, right? If they were planning to meet on the mansion's rooftop, why did Mew volunteer to search the area around the chapel?
You're right.
That is true. If they were meeting on the roof, she would have wanted to search the mansion. Either way, she shouldn't have been able to get to the roof. She was searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found her avatar. And with no bridge across the river, she could not have gone from the chapel to the mansion. That's true. Something is strange about all this. Yeah, Kuchi? Yeah, Kuchi. So they were supposed to meet, so that makes Kuchi really specific. Okay, I finished my investigation of this area.
Shuichi!
Shoes, it would seem that we've finished investigating this place.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, there's something I wanted to ask. Can our avatars hide objects? Oh, like an inventory system? It seems like you can put stuff in your clothes here too, just like the real world. I see, just like the real world. So, what are we gonna do next? Are we gonna go back to the real world already? Before that, there's one more place I have to investigate. The mansion rooftop.
As I thought.
Very well then. The place Mew and Kuchi were supposed to meet, the place Kato logged out. I'm positive it has something to do with this case. There should be clues there. Toilet paper. I don't really get it, but if you want to investigate, then let's go do that, Shoes. Yeah, you're right. They just head off, just leave me behind. Shoes, everyone is counting on you, including myself.
Shuichi!
Please give the class trial everything you got and see us through to the end. And I'll do my best as well, of course. And I as well. I can at least do that. I'm a detective after all. But yesterday I had a song stuck in my head, and I was in voice chat with Pebbles and me, but every once in a while I'll just start singing it, and Pebbles is like, yeah, my jam. Dun, 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 dun. That was a song that was stuck in my head. Dun, 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 dun. It was Colonel Mustard in the bathroom with the toilet paper. Damn it, Colonel Mustard. Exactly. Dun, 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 dun. And me and Pebbles were like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know, it's just stuck in my head.
Shuichi!
Hey, Shoes, what was that all about? Oh, he's upset. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I just want to see if you could log out using the cell phone.
Please.
Tell me first, it was bad for my heart. I suddenly got logged out. I panicked and rushed back here.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop it.
Come on now, that's enough. Don't interfere with the investigation.
No.
I wasn't interfering. Wait, why did you guys come back here? Did you already finish the investigate? Did you already finish investigating? I wanted to investigate the rooftop things. Huh? What's important about the rooftop? Wasn't Mew at the chapel the whole time? We found her on the ground next to it.
Oh,
Now, let's leave it. Let's believe in Shu's reasoning.
it'll be okay.
Shoes can do it for sure. He's the ultimate detective after all. If you're gonna be like that, then do what you want. Investigate the rooftop or whatever. But Shoes is my sidekick. In other words, his deductions are my deductions. And my deductions are his.
Hey now.
What are you, some credit-stealing bully?
I mean...
Well, I'm gonna investigate Muse after since I got interrupted last time. Sorry. Oh, so he's gonna go look at her body. I don't know if I like him investigating, even though I trust Kato, I don't know if I like him investigating the body by himself. Well then, let's go to the rooftop. Yeah, we should. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Because technically you could tamper with it on accident. Even if you didn't mean to, you could technically tamper it on accident. This is a long staircase. Neo and Kuchi were supposed to meet on this very rooftop, and the person in charge of searching this area, Kato, was forcibly logged out.
That's true.
This area must have something to do with the case. Wait, the closet? Oh, the lattice is missing, because I think the lattice was in the storage shed, right? The storage room. It's a little different than how I remember. It feels as if something is missing. The lattice is missing, the lattice. It feels as if something is missing. But I wasn't paying close attention to the first time, so I don't remember. Really, so much for being a detective. It's the little things, Shoes, the little things you gotta remember. It might not be directly connected to the case, but I should inspect these binoculars. What am I looking at? I can see that this building is on top of a hill. Okay. And I can't see past this point because it's the map loading point. But that is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? Something doesn't feel... You made the map wrong. You made the map wrong on purpose. It's not the loading point, it's the edge of the world. That's why there's a loading point there, because it's technically the edge of the world. So technically, instead of being like this, they should be like this. So she ripped them apart. So instead of being like this, it should be like this. So she manipulated the map. Technically the middle of the map is technically the edge of the map, but we don't know that. Something doesn't seem right. What's wrong, Miku?
Okay.
When murders happen in a mansion in the snow like this, there's always locked room mysteries created by piled up snow. Isn't that right? But it's disappointing that you can't leave footprints on the snow in this world. Is that something to be disappointed about? Kebab, do you find anything? This is difficult. There's nothing here that seems to resemble a clue. But Mew should have arranged to meet with Kuchi here. I thought we could at least confirm whether or not she really came to the rooftop. But unfortunately, there are no clues which indicate that. Didn't you ever come to the rooftop? That is an important question. Hey, Kebab, I want your opinion on something. Do you think you could get up and down from this roof from the outside of the mansion? No, that would have been very difficult. Oh, there's a lot of snow. There's a lot of snow. This rooftop is rather high. Even the edge of the roof is roughly the height of a 3 to 4 story building.
You're right.
Yeah, certainly too high to
As
jump.
I thought.
Which means it would have been impossible to climb up from the outside. That means that the only way to this rooftop is the stairs. So what, there's a clue on the stairs that I missed? I see.
Hey,
What's wrong, Shirogane? Look at this doorknob. It's locked. Are we stuck in here? It's a thumb turn lock. Easy to lock. It seems like you can't lock it unless you're on the outside. And look, the keyhole's on this side of the door. Isn't it usually the other way around?
no.
Not necessarily. I've seen this before to prevent you from locking yourself out.
I see.
Is that so? This rooftop has a lock on the door. That is important information. I've inspected everything here. All that's left now is to... Maki's here! Oh, there you are. I was looking for you.
Huh?
Maki, why are you here? I thought you were analyzing the program.
I told you.
Monotero finished analyzing the program, so you told me to gather everyone. He finished?
Shuichi!
We should probably head back then. Our investigation here is pretty much done, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I found nothing important. Lettuce uses. I mean, maybe. And maybe she killed herself. Maybe she slid down the roof and then smashed her body into the wall and it killed her. I mean, that could, be possible. There's a lot of oomph going. There's a lot of force, a lot of gravity.
Shuichi!
Well then, we'll head back first.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna say goodbye to my avatar. Did you like it that much?
Then
Maybe it was if the map is wrong. Yeah, and see, it would make sense if the map is wrong. And again, I think the map. See, she messed up the map on purpose. We should go too.
Hey,
What's wrong? Well, you're definitely more reliable in a class trial than out. All the others think so too. What?
Well,
I'm not trying to sound like Kato, but I don't think you should carry all the burden alone. Your shoes before you're a detective. Don't ever forget that. Oh, she's saying so don't lose yourself. Like be like yes, just because you're a detective, don't lose it. Well, I shouldn't be talking. I threw away my identity as Maki to be an assassin.
thank you.
Thank you, Maki. So she's saying just don't lose yourself. Was she being considerate just now? She has feelings. She's becoming my friend. Just opening up. Why did I feel like something's gonna happen on the stairs? I'm suspicious of everything in this game. I'm suspicious of this light. Very suspicious. Suspicious glow it's giving off. They didn't even wait for me. They just all left. So much for being important. Oh, hi, Maki. At least Maki waited for me. It's just you and me. We should log out too.
by the way,
Did something happen between you and Kato?
Huh?
What?
well,
When he logged out a little while ago, he looked like he was in a bad mood.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, that's probably my fault. Only Maki made it. Maki truly cares. Because Maki has the hots for Kato, but we know Maki's still best friends with Shoes. Oh, that's it? That was a weird end off on that conversation. Shoes. I pulled the device off my head and the real world appeared before me.
Shuichi!
Well, Shoes, isn't the real world way better than some virtual reality? Anyways, I felt so lonely without you around. Apologize for making me feel unloved.
Hey,
Hey, there's something I wanted to ask you. I totally didn't draw anything on your tummy while you were logged in, okay?
Huh?
What?
It's a lie.
I'm kidding. So what was it you wanted to
is
ask?
that all right?
You planned to meet Mew on the roof, right? Did you end up meeting her? Oh, so you know about that, Shoes. Impressive, Mr. Ultimate Detective.
Okay.
Then I'll tell you what happened. I never met up with Mew. I couldn't get to the rooftop because it was locked. So somebody else met Mew on the rooftop and it was locked. Locked? After I gave up and went back to the saloon to search for the secret of the outside world. After that I went back to the saloon to search for the secret of the outside world. Is that true, Kuchi? Are you doubting me? Can someone verify that you were at the saloon the entire time? Did you meet anyone there? No, I don't have a witness.
Right?
But you can always say there's no witness who can prove I wasn't there. Of course, that's what he would use. That's what a guilty person would say. Unless you saw the saloon empty yourself.
Anyway,
Well, it's up to you whether you want to believe me or not.
Shuichi!
But you shouldn't doubt me like that. We're partners. I doubt everything about you. Which one is it? Did Kuchi meet with Mew or not? Is he lying or telling the truth? Which is it? Kuchi's a liar. We know he's a liar. So, who are we? Oh, we were talking to Monotero, that's right, because he didn't finish the analyzing. I've been waiting for you, Shoes. I'm sure Maki already told you, but I finally finished analyzing the program.
Okay.
I'm starting to put together a lot of important facts, so here they are. He really is trying to be our friend. A little bit, at least. First, the person who tampered with this program was Mommy, like we suspected. Mommy has an eccentric way of writing her code, so I knew it was her right away. I guess her personality wasn't the only eccentric thing about her.
Got a minute?
So what did she tamper with? A few things, but I'll share the first one with you. It looks like Mommy deleted a lot of objects from this killing game simulator. She said that she deleted anything that can be used as a weapon. But in that case, why is there a hammer?
Okay.
That's true, only the hammer was left, but why was it left? The way the program was written makes it seem like she did it on purpose. On purpose?
Then...
Did she add anything? We found a cell phone in the virtual world. No, that cell phone was an original feature of the program. That implies Mew hid that fact from us, which means all Mommy added were 2 maps. The rest were was already part of the program. By the way, while we're so Mew added the maps, which makes me think she tampered with the maps. By the way, while we're talking about objects, I wanted to ask you something. We used the signboard to cross the river, but could we have used something else as a bridge? I didn't really see anything that could have been used as a bridge across the river. Only that signboard could have been used as a bridge. So what's the next thing she tampered with?
Okie dokie.
Well, it looks like she also tampered with certain parameters of the program. Parameters? Everything in the program is categorized as either human or non-human object. Of course, everyone's avatar was assigned to human. Psh, I'm not a human. How dare you assume what kind of creature I am?
Really?
But some reason Mommy gave her avatar the non-human. What? Wait. Gave her avatar the non-human object. That would mean that she couldn't break, right? Because technically only the human characters could feel pain. Only the human characters could feel pain and and stuff like that. Was she trying to protect herself from being killed?
That's...
And what happens when you become an object? Well, the difference is only the identification process, so it probably didn't affect anything. Well, objects can't be broken, right? It said objects can't be broken in the virtual world, so that means she can't be broken, which means she probably doesn't feel pain in the virtual world.
Well...
But if it didn't affect anything, then why would she have gone out of her way to do that? Perhaps that has something to do with the next thing she tampered with.
So...
Mommy added a wall that didn't originally exist in the program. The coordinates of the virtual world are represented by X and Y. I'm sure being able to be broken doesn't feel... I mean, that's true. I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, that's true. The coordinates of the virtual world are represented, but objects don't feel pain, though. Like, if I threw a glass at the wall, the glass is going to be like, ow! So I'm going to take a guess that she doesn't feel pain because she's technically an object, not a human. Or not represented as a human in the world. The coordinates of the virtual world are represented on an X and Y axis. It seems Mommy added a wall that runs the length of the Y-axis. She created an additional wall, so she created the loading point. There were walls on all 4 directions and two down the Y-axis.
Hey!
But you're positive it was only one.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's definitely the only one. What does that mean? Shoes, use your big brain. Apparently Shoes has never played a video game before. Which wall was the one you added? Was it the world like, what was the world like originally? You said there wasn't anything past the wall. What was that another lie? Also, it looks like the extra wall was given a special setting. A setting that allows non-human objects to pass through it. So that's why she was able to pass through from one side of the map to the other, because she's technically not a human. So it's so like I could throw a glass through the wall and it'd come out the other wall because it's an object, not a human. It allows objects through. I see. That's very interesting.
Hey.
So are those all the things she tampered with? Oh, there's one more thing. So one of you guys also had a strange setting given to their avatar. A strange setting.
Okay.
Yeah, the setting made it so they would be unable to move if Mommy touched them. That's weird.
Then...
So if Mew touched them, their avatar would be paralyzed? Who was it? Oh, it was Coochie. It was me. I didn't know that. Well, duh, I wouldn't know. I never touched Mew in that world. So Mew was trying, I think Mew was gonna kill Coochie. I think Mew was trying to kill Coochie and Coochie saw through it and killed her first. I I see. I didn't even notice.
Okie dokie.
That's all I have to report. Well, do you think it will help you guys out?
Okay.
That helps a lot. Thanks. Don't you ring. Do not ring. If I swear, Monokuma, if I hear a bell. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I want to go back to the virtual world first. And like, Mugo's like, It's a big brain
Ah.
Oh, I should probably tell you this too, though it's probably not related to the case.
So.
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. Somebody didn't plug their headset in right. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in. I don't think anyone's avatar was acting strange, though. What kind of error could it be? That's important information. Somebody didn't plug their headset. Oh my! Come on! Get! I'm not the.
Okay, everyone. Time for the class trial.
He's just doing yoga. It's fine.
You know, that thing where everyone stands in a circle and talks about the dead body.
He seems so excited.
Low energy? Me? No, I'm excited. Really.
No, I'm excited. Really, you don't seem very excited.
I'm just taking a little break right now. When I'm done, I'll be my usual energized.
Oh, he
self.
slumped over the chair. I thought he was literally dangling from the ceiling. Shut up there. We want to go back to the virtual world.
Yep. I'll be way more energized.
Okay, Eeyore, thank you.
Anyway, that's all.
Get, bear, get.
Hey!
You seem like you're not into it at all. We don't have to do the class trial, you know. But it's gonna start, huh? We can't stop it anymore.
You're right.
No, we can't.
So.
This is all I can tell you guys, but I don't want any of you to forget. I'm your friend. Oh, the precious bear. The bear is broken. Take it back to Build a Bear. I would like to return my bear.
What?
Huh? He just decided we're friends?
Thank you.
Thank you. Guma feel relieved. Don't worry, Monotero's shoes will get revenge for Mew's death.
That's so mean.
And he'll get that revenge by finding the culprit among us. He's right. The culprit is someone here.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. When the class trial is over, I hope we can all get to know each other better. Amogus. Yeah, that's kind of the kind of line that triggers a death flag.
Okay.
I want a fresh start. I want to make up for my past mistake. I think Fanny's gonna kill Monotero.
Wait.
That too.
Bye.
Meeting you all has really.
Sorry.
Sorry, it's nothing. I'll save it for after the class trial is finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that flag is the flag is rising. What was that? I think I heard something over there.
All right.
I'll go check it out all by myself.
So long. Farewell.
Adieu.
What did you say?
It's waving in the wind.
This is stupid.
She's like, the suspicious flag is going like this at this point. Hello, Billoware, we have a code Chucky. Oh my god. At some point, you know how technology is getting more and more advanced and we have like bears that the kids talk to and they talk back now, or they have facial expressions. We're on the point where at some point we're gonna have a Chucky situation where it's not. I don't think it's gonna be a soul possessing a toy. I think it's just gonna be the program's gonna malfunction, and then it's gonna be a robot that's supposed to cook dinner and clean, and then the robot malfunctions and stabs somebody on accident. We're gonna get to that point where toys are gonna kill people because they're gonna malfunction or have an error code. And no one saw Monosuke after. No, oh poor Monosuke. I still feel bad about Monodan. Quit screwing around. Let's hurry up and go.
Guma do his best.
Guma do his best too. Guma do his best to be even a little bit useful for everyone.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I'll definitely expose the culprit this time. Shh, what's so exciting about this? With conflicting emotions in our hearts, we headed to the Shrine of Judgment. The Shrine of Judgment. I didn't know it was called the Shrine of Judgment. Dun dun. We're just gonna. Can we not even cover her up or anything? We're just leaving her like this. So sad. Shrine of Judgment. Dun dun dun. It looks like that's everyone. Oh my god, I forgot how few people there are in this game now. Is that everybody? Oh my god, that is. Oh my god, we only have 8 people now? Holy crap. Yeah, look how small the class is. Holy crap. Yeah, there's only 8 people now. Oh, this everyone, huh? There's a lot less of us now.
It's plain to see.
This is just half of what we started with.
Unfortunately.
Because we've allowed this game to continue, we must stop it somehow. The Shrine of Judgment after the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. So little people, the class has definitely gotten smaller.
Right?
But we can't stop now. We can't let the fun end.
Don't.
Cut it out. I'm certain this trial will be the last one. Let's focus on surviving this class trial first. You're right. If we mess up here, our numbers will go down even quicker. It'd just be like it'd just be the culprit left.
But
It might be okay. Maybe that's just another way to stop the killing game. If we all died, then the killing game would end. I mean, he does have a point. It's just a very, very bad way to look at it.
what?
Don't say stupid crap like that. It's pointless if we all die.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to worry. We've got the ultimate detective on our side.
Right.
Yeah, it's time for the detective to shine. Shoes, please keep up the good work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Yes, I have to keep it together. This is the only time my talent can shine. I'm not just saving my life, everyone's life is on the line. If I can't find a truth here, everyone will be sacrificed. And I will never let that, I will never let that happen. If I can speak.
Come on, man.
Hey, Shoes, you're getting all tense.
Huh?
I would be tense too, it's a lot of pressure. Oh, what?
I mean,
Didn't I tell you before, Shoes? Don't carry all the burden all...
Get it?
And didn't I tell you before not to get in the way, Kato?
huh?
Huh? What's your problem?
You really don't.
We're all relying on Shoes to carry our asses through the class trial, okay? You're like a parrot repeating the same lines over and over. You're bothering him.
Well, you know.
I think that's the most annoying thing you can do to Shoes. You know that?
Huh?
What do you mean? I'm not Coochie acting differently, or just me. He's acting way too sweet towards Shoes. No, I've noticed it. Coochie's been way more manipulative this trial than or this whole chapter than other chapters. Coochie, you're annoying.
Please don't.
Whoa, killer girl's glaring at me? I was only kidding around. Yeah, he's being way more poking his nose and everything. Monkey's glares seemed to do the trick, as Coochie turned around and dejected.
Jeez.
Finally, the pest is gone. Thanks, Monkey Roll. Just suck it up, Kato. Now's not the time to be bickering with each other.
Got it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Kato,
I'm okay. I don't know, seems like a little bitchy bitch like he usually is to me. But he seems like he's more annoying than usual. He's more poking his, he's always been poking his nose at things, but he's more aggressive about it. Mind swap Coochie is really dead. Maybe that would be interesting. You imagine if she swapped with Coochie and that's actually Mew in the body? That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting if Mew's actually alive and who's ever in the body is dead. She just switched bodies with somebody. Kato, I'm okay.
well,
I know what you want to say, Kato. You don't have to worry.
I believe in you.
I see. In that case, I'll believe in you and won't say anything else.
Shuichi!
But if you have any problems, let me know. I'll help you. I'm here for you, bro.
thank you.
Thank you, Kato. I don't know why, but Kato's voice sounds like I did a pretty good job so far. He sounds like that, the guy from Behavior. Sounds like that guy. I don't know why, I just get that vibes. It just sounds similar. The Shrine of Judgment. Makote, yes. It does. It sounds like his. I don't know why, but when he says "okay," it sounds like pretty. It sounds similar. Not when he does full sentences, but when he does the little "okay" or "I got you" or those little sentences when he's
Let's do it.
like that. I kind of hear it. It's more when he says "okay," I hear it more. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, the 8 of us got into the elevator, and then we all died. The door shut behind us. Now we got into the elevator fast. The door didn't even have time to fully open. We just... I mean, I guess there's only 8 of us. It's not gonna take that long to get on the elevator. And all those times before, we descended. It was dead quiet. The only sound I could hear was the beating of my heart in my ears. My body was trembling. The more I tried to control it, the worse it got. There's no way to get used to it, really. The fear of death. We're all fighting it, trying to be courageous. We all felt as though we were going to be to our own execution. No, not an execution. A test of our will to survive. I don't have any suspects, truthfully, because now that the mind swap thing is a possibility, I have no suspect. Finally, the elevator stopped and the doors opened. And though I couldn't explain it, my body stopped trembling. Welcome, go ahead and stand behind any open podium. Oh my god, he got beat. Move your asses. You don't want to see what I'll do to you if you keep father waiting.
Huh?
Wait, is he back to normal? Huh? You're not friend anymore? You jerks must feel pretty slick using Monatello's forgetfulness to befriend him. We just decided, he just decided on his own that we were friends.
You bastards!
I won't let you guys trick Monatello anymore because he's already forgotten. He may have forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. But now he's forgotten that he had forgotten that he was on Daddy's. Oh my god, my brain, too many words. Thanks to me, because I smacked the stuffing out of him. Yeah, how confusing. Well, whatever.
Really?
I can't remember, but one of you guys is the culprit, right? I can't be in the same room as a killer. It's dangerous. I'm gonna go lock myself in my room. Maybe you can set up a barricade.
Yeah.
That's another death flag.
Anyway,
Let's get it started. The heart-racing excitement as a black kid at a spotless face-off. I was gonna say as the black kid, like he was saying like I'm the black kid. We went to their podiums as always. We knew what we had to do. There was no protest left in us. Durgan, did you take a guess? Pebbles, has he guessed it again? I swear to God, if Durgan's guessed it again, I'm gonna be very upset. It's already the 4th time. The 4th class trial was about to begin. I don't know. I know he said he'd be right back, so maybe he's like he's in deep thought. Miu, the ultimate inventor. She may have given us a lot of trouble, but we all miss her. It's a tragedy after all. She helped me and Akamatsu with those cameras, gave Kebab extra functions. In the end, she had done a lot for us. I don't think she was poisoned because her eyes aren't red. Because remember, they said the poison, the way it's supposed to kill, is supposed to make your eyes bloodshot. So I don't think she died of poison. The face doesn't look like didn't feel. No, this face doesn't look like she didn't feel pain. Okay, listen. I was just saying. Maybe the reason she made herself into an object was so that she didn't feel pain if she tried to like kill somebody. Listen, I was just saying. But yes, she looked like she struggled. It looks like she died a horrible, miserable death. Looks like she was. Yeah, it does look like she was strangled. And the culprit that killed her is one of us. I need to discover who that is. I don't like that I'm sharing the same page as Coochie with the toilet paper. I think if Dirk is right with the toilet paper, so I'm gonna laugh. But yeah, still, her body reveal was one of the few that made me go, well, yeah, because it's so terrifying. Look on her face. Like all the other ones are when they dead, they're just like, meh. Like they're just kind of lumped over. Her face is what makes it like more shocking. In order to survive, I have to find the culprit. That's what makes it more shocking. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Truth and lies. Justice. Wait, the one in red, they are all dead. Yes, the ones in red are dead, like Nacho. Yes. I'm about to say yes, because Nacho also had a big face. I am a lie. Mike, if you're not a lie. So many died. Yeah, well, they started with 16 people, and now they're down to 8. So they're down half.